Containment Directive Memorandum. Attempting recontainment of SCP-X is currently unacceptable, due to the unpredictable manifestation cycle and disorienting effects of the anomaly. Inactive SCP-X creates a constant shift in local physical laws, as well as acute temporal distortions. Both make tracking and neutralizing the entity extremely dangerous. As such, all containment teams must refrain from engaging SCP-X directly. We will continue to monitor each Halloween manifestation on from a safe distance until an efficient point of containment is determined. Signed, Director Calvin. Item number SCP-X. Object class, Keter. Current status, breached. SCP-X is considered to be evasive, aggressive, and capable of spontaneous translocation. Any attempt to recontain or engage SCP-X must receive direct authorization from Special Containment Procedures. SCP-X is to be contained within a reinforced isolation chamber at site, measuring 15 by 15 by 10 studs and constructed from light-absorbing alloy. The chamber must remain under low-light remote surveillance throughout the year. No personnel may enter the containment area between October 30th and November 1st. During this time, the area is to be fully sealed and observed remotely only. Anyone displaying unusual behavior or signs of possession after contact with SCP-X is to be designated SCP-X2 and transferred to a secure isolation cell. Description: SCP-X is a shadow-like humanoid entity measuring roughly 6.5 studs tall and 8.6 studs wide. Its form absorbs nearly all surrounding light, appearing as a pure void. SCP-X emits no sound and reduces ambient light and temperature when nearby. SCP-X is completely inactive for most of the year. However, at exactly 0 o'clock on October 31st, it becomes fully active and remains so until 0 o'clock on November 1st. During this time, SCP-X displays hostile and predatory behavior, seeking contact with living beings. When physical contact is made, SCP-X can enter and possess the victim, creating a new instance known as SCP-X2. SCP-X also has access to a separate pocket dimension, described by witnesses and victims as an endless, pitch-black void. Only SCP-X, its current host, and the people killed by SCP-X or SCP-X2 appear there. SCP-X2 enters the dimension temporarily, often during unconsciousness or possession events. Victims appear trapped there permanently, visible only as faint humanoid outlines. Once SCP-X takes over a host, a 4-stage process begins. The process only progresses during Halloween activity. Stage 1, Dormant Possession. After initial contact, SCP-X2 appears normal and shows no symptoms until the next October 31st. Stage 2, Manifestation. On Halloween, SCP-X takes full control of SCP-X2. The host becomes violent, loses self-awareness, and attacks all nearby humans. Control ends at midnight on November 1st. Stage 3 Resistance. After multiple Halloween cycles, SCP-X2 begins experiencing brief moments of self-awareness during possession. However, SCP-X regains full control each year. Some hosts report hearing whispers or seeing flashes of the pocket dimension before losing control. Stage 4, Separation. This stage occurs when SCP-X leaves the host. The event typically happens when the host is unconscious or asleep. The host remains alive but unaware that SCP-X has departed. SCP-X will then seek a new host. There are currently 2 known SCP-X2 instances. SCP-X2A, the first known host, observed for 3 Halloween cycles before SCP-X separated while SCP-X2A was asleep at home. Subject was unaware of the event and continues to show no residual effects. SCP-X2B, the second and only current host. SCP-X transferred into SCP-X2B after leaving SCP-X2A. This instance skipped Stage 1 entirely and displayed full synchronization with SCP-X within hours. Addendum X31A, Initial Containment Breach, First Activation. Date, October 31st. Location, Site, Containment Chamber 04. Personnel involved, Dr. Research Assistant Cole, Security Team 3. Summary. At 2347, site personnel prepared to expose SCP-X to light stimuli. At 2353, SCP-X's energy levels spiked beyond measurable limits, causing vibrations across the chamber floor. At 2359, SCP-X expanded slightly and released a blinding, white beam of light that filled the entire chamber and nearby corridors. Power was lost for 4.2 seconds. When systems restored, SCP-X had vanished. Approximately 2 hours later, a disoriented male later identified as SCP-X2A was found wandering near a field several kilometers from site. SCP-X had transferred into him, marking the first recorded possession event. Addendum X31B, Emergence of SCP-X2B, Brookhaven Incident. Date, October 31st. Location, Brookhaven Township, miles from site. Personnel involved, Dr. MTF Zeta 9 Mole Rats. Summary. 3 years after initial containment loss, SCP-X2A appeared stable and symptom-free. Containment monitoring had been discontinued, as SCP-X2A displayed no abnormal behavior outside of Halloween events. On the night of October 31st, while SCP-X2A was asleep at home, SCP-X silently exited his body. SCP-X2A reported vivid dreams of a dark, empty space, but awoke unharmed and unaware that SCP-X had departed. Energy readings from site detected a brief spike consistent with SCP-X. Activity at approximately 0:06. SCP-X entered its pocket dimension, where it found and possessed a trapped human victim previously pulled into the void during an earlier event. This new host, now designated SCP-X2B, immediately skipped Stage 1 and exhibited full synchronization with SCP-X. At roughly 6:30, SCP-X2B appeared in Brookhaven Township, beginning a series of violent attacks that left at least civilians dead within minutes. MTF Zeta 9 was dispatched to contain SCP-X2B upon arrival. The team reported strong electromagnetic interference, visual distortion, and loss of communication. SCP-X2B displayed extreme physical ability and resistance to all conventional weaponry. The operation ended in mass casualties. Only 2 members of Zeta 9 survived extraction. SCP-X2B vanished from Brookhaven shortly afterward. SCP-X has been successfully recontained as of November 8, 2025. Subject SCP-X2A is currently serving as its host body within a newly established containment chamber at Site-64. All previous containment procedures to decelerate SCP-X's manifestation cycle have been secured and reinforced.